And break down Zephyr, show a little bit of statistics about them. They are 3-3 this season. Not the best season for Zephyr overall, considering that last season they won, I believe, a total of $55,000 when all was said and done after the finals.
Wow. Well, yeah, they've almost made a third of that, I guess. Like, they're on their way. If they win today, do they still make the... They still make money, or do they kind of just survive in this league? I'm not entirely sure how the prize system works.
Well, the way it works for today is, at least last season they did this as well, and the team, it's just about that position. Getting into Tier 1,
right.
Staying in Tier 1.
So it's more of a qualifier day than anything else today.
Yeah, but it's also, it's probably... the pride is really on the line here for both teams, you could say.
Well, it's definitely a huge blow if Zephyr loses today and drops to Tier 2. No one would ever expect that after their dominance in Season 1.
It's the last thing we've expected, but looking at MVP, they have a really solid team this season, and they're headed up by Carl. They also have a few foreigners, Jubai, Musika, and Raji, but Banhua, he's kind of been around the scene and with MVP for a long time, even acting as a coach from time to time as well. So he's kind of like a fatherly figure, you could say, for the team, not just Hot6, but Phoenix as well. And they are 4-1 this season. They would have been 5-0 if it weren't for that disqualification against Dagon 5.
Yeah, that very unfortunate DQ. They've almost got a 100% win rate there. And then, I mean, they've almost made as much money as Zephyr has in Tier 1, which is kind of funny to see. So I definitely think Hot6 have a chance here to take on Zephyr and take their spot.
Well, Carl was with Phoenix last season in Tier 1. I talked to the MVP members as well. They're pretty confident. They got some cool strategies coming up ahead of them, and they want it. They actually want to get in Tier 1.
Wow.
They said they've been practicing so hard, and, you know, there's no reason to not want to get into Tier 1.
Yeah, well, I kind of thought about it. I'm like, well, you know, they've already got Phoenix in Tier 1. Like, what if they want to dominate, like, both tiers? Like, I guess that would look really good for MVP, but at the same time, having two teams of MVP in Tier 1 would also look great.
Isun1. I think that may be Carl. That Carl's Korean name.
Whoa.
But that guy is definitely a fan.
Oh, a bit of a fan.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's one of the commentators. I think it's the one in the middle, and he's like freaking out about everything.
It's like, please, no. Thank you, but no. I can imagine that for sure. I mean, in the warm-up, I did tell him I loved him too. I'm not going to lie. I did say saranghae.
Saranghae. That means, like, I love you in Korean. Saranghae, your Korean word of the day. Brought to you by Whiplash and Moonglade and, of course, our friends at Coca-Cola.
Damn straight.
I'm just kidding. We don't have a Coca-Cola sponsor.
I wish. Sometime soon for sure, I believe.
Maybe either that, Hot6... Or I guess we can give some shout-outs to Nexus Technologies, Zephyr's
Zephyr's
sponsor.
boys, yeah.
MVP have Hot6 as their sponsor. I mean, the team name is MVP Hot6 after all.
Why is it called Hot6 and then the other one's called MVP Phoenix? Are they sponsored by Phoenix, or are they just...
No, there's just two different squad names, and Hot6 was the first one created, and originally the quote-unquote A-team.
Ah, okay, so they secured the sponsor, and the other team's still looking, maybe.
I think they're all still...
They're all Hot6.
Kespa helps them out as well, I know.
Ah, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I guess, it would be weird if both of them were called MVP Hot6.
Yeah, it would
MVP
be.
Hot6 1, MVP Hot6 2.
I mean, for any MOBA game in Korea, there's generally... Most teams have two squads so they can practice together in the same house.
Yeah, they usually make them colored names, like Samsung Blue and Samsung Red or something.
Yeah, I guess so. But... we don't really have too much of that in the Dota scene. I mean,
not yet.
There's like Navi and Navi US right now.
Yeah.
But they don't have color-coded names.
EG and Alliance,
like
completely different names.
Yeah, and like for a while people were like not entirely sure if they were under the same like brand, but they are, of course. Both owned by Alex Garfield.
Right.
A guy who's really done a lot in esports, you could say.
Oh, yeah, he's done very well for himself, for sure.
Smart businessman as well.
Yeah.
He knows how to create teams and get sponsorships.
Yeah, very, very important for the future of esports.
Wow, we need more people like that. That's what will really bring esports to the forefront in the mainstream. And even in Korea, like, esports is big, but it's not as big as people really say it is.
Really think it.
Yeah, it's like...
It looks big from the outside looking in, but when you get here, you know, still a long way to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, esports, like, generally, like, almost everybody, like, knows about esports. Like, it's not like if you go to America or some other random place and you're like, esports, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, in Korea, people know what esports are, even if they don't follow it. But
Yeah.
enough of esports talk, Moonglade. It's time to move into our up and down match here at the Korean Dota 2 League. MVP Hot6 versus Zephyr. Who would have thought it would have come down to this?
Oh, how they have fallen.
How the mighty have fallen, but they still have time to save themselves from Tier 2.
Yeah.
Although I did hear Bambo say, we're going to take their penance to MVP before the match started.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Zephyr before the match, their morale was not at the highest. As we've seen time and time again, they've been struggling this season for sure, and they just don't know how to accept these losses. I think they've kind of been shocked by the losses and taken it really hard.
Yeah, I think Zephyr just they need to go back to their bases, do what they know, like the heroes they know how to play, and what's been tried and true, I suppose, for them. One of the things that I felt made Zephyr so powerful last season was they really felt like it was just a really good group of friends playing Dota together.
Right.
And, nowadays, it's I see a little bit more. Well, okay, I guess they're having fun throwing around.
They're throwing like mints.
Throwing mints at each other.
Yeah, I think they probably need a break more than anything else. Like, it's really good that they're having like kind of like that TI like holiday sort of thing. So I feel like it's gonna help them a lot, and they come back a bit more refreshed.
Yeah, I agree with you, Moonblade, on that. I think I guess they just maybe they need a bit of a break, time to relax. But
Exactly.
whoa, check out these unorthodox picks and bans. We have Ogre Magi as a first pick
Yeah.
from MVP. I can't wait to abuse the fact that he has pure skill as his ultimate.
Oh, I love it so much. I'm actually a big fan of this support hero. He does a lot of work.
Musica, really nice person as well. He's the drafter for MVP. And
Cool guy.
yeah, very cool guy. Not a huge fan of spicy food, but other than
It's
that,
kind of strange.
I'm down with Justin. Share the same first name.
Yeah.
There's Aosin. I guess the Zephyr squad are looking in better spirits now that the game has started.
Now that they're throwing around some food,
Yeah.
they're looking a bit happier. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how they're gonna perform. Did they actually mention that they've been practicing very hard? They kind of like shrugged it off as in like, whatever.
I don't think they've been practicing as much, but they were comparing themselves to Alliance, which they have been practicing on average like 8 hours a day.
Oh, okay. Well,
That is what I feel all teams should do in Dota, but they don't.
I feel like just about anyone in esports should be practicing at least kind of like a full-time job.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Well,
and I mean, you see like Blue Ball pros do it for like 16 hours a day sort of thing.
not 16, but like
hey, man.
at peaks, maybe they've done like that much, like one
I
day
think
or
so.
something.
I think so. Flash probably has.
Like 12 hours a day, some of these guys will do. But really, that's one of the reasons why Korea has always been the best at esports in general. They're not the best in Dota
Not yet.
yet. The keyword is yet. They will be in about a year, I feel. And holy crap, MVP
Alina.
throwing out some more unorthodox picks with Alina.
Oh, they got a lot of stun.
I'm not even sure how MVP will lane this. The only hero I'm confident going to a lane will be Tidehunter off, but even then, like, who knows?
Who knows? Could be
Slark
something
could go
else.
there.
We can see a lot of roaming with Ogre Lina.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really good point you bring up, Moonglade. The roaming and nuke potential from these two fire heroes is pretty darn impressive.
Yeah, I like it a lot actually. This is going to be very exciting to watch. I wonder what they're. Wonder what we're going to see from their mid lane. The last kind of pick they got going.
Meanwhile, Zephyr, they could put the Slark mid as well. I know QO likes to play a mid Slark.
Good point. Good point.
Zephyr, though, looking like they have the ability to do an offensive trialing should they desire. And they pick up Timbersaw.
Okay.
This could be a mid Timbersaw, actually. And I like the pickup because look at the roster so far from MVP Moonglade. We got a few strength heroes over on their end, and Timbersaw can make short work of those. Oh my god, that looked really inappropriate for a second, but Blizz is like, no, I'm just a cat.
I didn't understand that at all. But fair enough. And yeah, Timbersaw, yeah, I definitely think we'll see that on a list for sure. You know, well, we got 1 strength here on Hot6.
Oh, Ogre Magi is actually strength as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Well, aren't I a silly Billy?
I mean, actually, I better double check that. Holy crap!
Actually,
like, you're making me second guess myself, but
Are you sure, Whiplash?
I'm
looking at their icons in the top.
Hold on, I'm looking this up right now. I want to know for sure. I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh, they're all yeah. Zephyr having some fun in the booth. Well, we got a little bit of a. So I don't know.
How did I get that mixed up? He's like, the thing is, he has such good strength gain.
Oh, he's and
he's a melee. He's got like 8 armor.
He's very tanky for the kind of style that he plays, like the support, the role. So that's for sure.
I guess like most melee supports can be strength, but
yeah, they go for a troll warlord.
I guess that will be their mid hero. My apologies on the Ogre Magi. That was a little silly of me.
Don't even worry about it, mate.
I feel silly.
Don't worry, I got your back.
Please don't flame me too hard in Twitch chat, guys.
Capper.
It happens to the best of us.
Let's see some Russian spam here, guys.
No, please, none of that. By the way, I did try to send out some emails. Didn't get any responses from SportsTV, so I guess message the KDL EN. Spam him with messages if you want more mods, and maybe
it'll happen one day. Well, maybe we'll get that going for next season.
Yeah, maybe.
Next round.
We'll see. And Windrunner.
Okay.
And it's
Bambo. Bambo playing the off-lane Windrunner.
Okay, I'm assuming this will be. I think it's going to be an offensive tri-lane.
Could very well be.
This is actually kind of cool because we normally see Blitz. Well, actually, no. There are 3 different people that have now played Windrunner in 3 different positions on Zephyr. We've had Corey, Blitz, and Bambo all play that hero at one point or another. Sometimes with mixed success, sometimes not.
Yeah, very hit or miss.
Yeah, we have a really cool lineup from Hot6, so I really want to see how they play this one out. But it's time to move into our first match of the evening here at the KDL, the up and downs between Zephyr and MVP's Hot6 squad. The winner of this best of 3 goes to Tier 1. The loser sent down to Tier 2.
Here we go. MVP going straight down butt, heading for that Radiant jungle, looking to D-ward, threw down the wards.
MVP have a really strong level 1 fight, actually. They have a lot of disables. They have tanky people on the front.
They got lunge. They got 2 stuns from the supports. They got a lot of, they got a great level 1 fight, but it looks like they're going to completely miss each other and go to each other's jungles.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, look, Ogre has 23 strength, 17 intelligence, and I believe his strength gain may be a little bit superior to the end, so I guess that's where my mishap came from.
Oh, good.
Artelina with 27 intelligence. Titan are kind of stupid and slow at 15 and 16.
Unlucky, that one.
There's Carl. I guess this will be a safe lane Slark. Troll will be mid, tied off lane, and we'll probably see a lot of roaming. Now, Zephyr, Corey is heading to the bottom lane, so it looks like this will be...
So we got a Blitz. Blitz mid. We got offensive tri-lane with Bamboo, perhaps.
Perhaps. I think they want control over this Runo. There's a Nightmare on the Jubai. And they're going to keep trying to attack him, though, but nice.
Is it nice?
Stun. Can they get him? One more hit from Eosin. Oh, he spots him. He spots him, and he gets the first blood.
Oh, my God.
But Purge, he may just... Oh, he gets hit by the Ogre Magi. Nuke the death. They'll turn it around on Carl. He has leap in a few seconds there, so he should be okay, unless there's a Nightmare to stop him. No, he leaps away. And now they'll go on to Musica. Eosin actually picked up level 2 from that first blood, and this could be bad for the Ogre. He has to just hightail it out of here. Hit with the power shot, but, I mean, Ogre is just really tanky. You can't take him down easily.
I mean, every bit of damage is going to mean he's going to have to either stay at the back of the lane, heal up, or go home. So, great harassment. And yeah, very nice trade for Zephyr there. 1 for 1, but getting the first blood and a lot of damage on that Ogre.
Yeah, so this is really cool at what Zephyr's doing. They have tried doing an offensive tri-lane with the Windrunner, but the Windrunner was played by Corey. This time around, it's Bambo in the lane he normally plays in.
Right.
Blitz actually taking a lot of damage. He has to be careful. It looks like he'll be A-okay against Rodri for the time being, but like I was saying, normally we've seen the Windrunner on Corey in an offensive tri-lane scenario, and this time around it's still an offensive tri-lane, but it's in a position that Bambo's very comfortable in lane-wise.
Yeah.
Well,
more of the carry role too for the Windrunner. And
and I mean, it kind of makes sense. Weaver should have no problem against Tidehunter whatsoever. It's not like Anchor Smash will really be able to hit him. He can just Sakuchi out of there.
He's going to have a field day down there, I think. Completely bullying the lane.
Tidehunter can still find some hits and experience. He won't be like completely removed, but Weaver will find his farm. And same, I guess you could say with Tide as well. He's already gotten up to 10 last hits compared to the 6 of the Weaver.
Oh yeah, and looks like Trell Wolo doing really well mid.
Timbersaw still doing good last hit-wise as well.
That's true too.
Yeah, I think it'll really come down to the top lane and what will happen.
So I can see a rotation down towards mid, perhaps. Got Lina and Ogre kind of sticking together here. And here we go, smoke down mid.
All right, this is and like you said, Moonglade, that's a very powerful roaming combination. And Blitz, if he's just slightly out of position, he doesn't have any points in the Timber Chain. It would mean a pretty early death.
He's going to be out of position already.
Oh man, look at this guy. He is not afraid. Meanwhile, Carl, he's under a little bit of pressure. Oh, that was really close to hitting a tree as well.
We got a rotation up top now.
Oh, they're going to try to turn it around.
That Windrunner looking pretty low.
Okay. Looks like Purge could be the target, or it could end up being Aosin. Now they're going to go onto the big tree and Protector. Hit him with a stun as well, but Musica is already really low on health, and Purge will fall. But can they get the Ogre? Can they trade? Yes, they do.
Very nicely done.
Meanwhile, Carl is actually really low on mana, and his health isn't looking too amazing either, though. Aosin, he could end up dying in this situation. He uses his wand, and a lot of damage done on the Carl. They can't decide who they want to kill, but they get one. Can Bambo kill off Carl? It's so close. Yes, he gets him. But the stun follow-up. Musica's back, and he gets a revenge kill. So when all is said and done, lots of back-and-forth kills, 4-3 with Zephyr at a slight advantage.
So many trades. That tree and Living Armor doing so much work for the Windrunner there. Keeping her alive, getting that kill on the Lina, and getting cleaned up by Ogre, but, I mean, 2 kills straight up for the Windrunner definitely helps that farm.
Yeah, Windrunner now taking a slight creep kill lead, in addition to doing pretty good at the top. She did die once, but hey, at the end of the day, it looked like Zephyr got a slightly better trade.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Tidehunter actually doing surprisingly well bottom. Yeah, look at that, he's leading the chart, 222 CS.
Yeah, he's doing very good, actually.
So not too threatened by this Weaver.
Well, normally Tidehunter can win a lot of 1v1 matchups just because he pretty much has a Vanguard built into him.
Yeah.
With the Kraken Shell. He has a good last hit animation, and Anchor Smash, it's a very low mana cost spammable spell that can almost always prevent your opponents from getting those denies in.
Right, right. I would have thought perhaps that the Weaver would have been able to harass maybe a little bit more, DPS him down, but it just doesn't seem the case. We haven't really had much of a look down bottom for a while here. They've kind of just been trading blows, I guess. Getting the creeps.
Oh, Bambo taking, Blitz taking out a good amount of damage. I've actually, it's kind of cool. Troll Warlord, he got hit with a big nerf stick a few patches ago, and people, he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a very long time, for sure. But yeah, it's great to see him back in action. We have been seeing him picked up recently, I think, in DreamHack, too.
Top lane, though, Bambo is going to get hit with a multitude of stunts, but look at that Nightmare. Tries to save him. He can't run away from that situation, however. Down goes Bambo. The heroes at top all looking pretty darn healthy, and as their levels increase, they just become more elusive. Their stuns are stronger, and this Ogre is just really hard to take down. He's a walking tank.
Oh, yeah. He's doing work.
And Blitz has hit his level 6, doing a good amount of damage to the Raji. A lot of evasion. from the debuff patrol, but
nice juking.
He's juking and jiving.
Juking and jiving, keeping alive. Haste rune. Not the rune he desired, I'm sure. Probably would have much preferred a regeneration rune.
It's still a good rune to have, though, at the end of the day. I mean,
you can apply some pressure for sure.
Better than an illusion, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, just about anything is, I think.
Illusion's really good at level 1, though. If you pick it up in your initial laning phase, it makes it really hard to deny. Not something we really see too often, however.
Yeah. 4-4. Very even match so far. But, you know, Tidehunter, Troll Warlord leading the way in CS. Timbersaw not too far behind. Neither is Weaver or Windrunner.
Ooh.
Slock kind of struggling a bit up here.
Check out this rotation. Heading to the bottom lane. And Tidehunter does have his ultimate. That is, they'll have enough chain stuns to take out this Weaver if they get the jump.
Oh, yeah.
Question is, okay, there's Ravage. Even the Observer pointing it out. All right, okay, Weaver, he Sakuchi's away. He senses that something's up. I think he may have spotted them with that ward.
The ward shows it all. He gets out of there very safely.
Very smart from Corey. He says, oh, that's a whole lot of nope. I'm not staying around bottom lane.
Yeah, there's no way. He's time-lapsing out of that. More harass going down mid, but nothing really too much happening. Being a pretty...
they need another hero to help out from one side or the other to get a kill.
Oh, yeah. I think just one hero would help a lot. Like, it'd probably end them.
They both have a good amount of damage, but also a lot of tankiness as well. The Whirling Axe is really helping out Troll Warlord become more tanky than he normally would be.
Double damage rune bottom. Not going to deal with it there. Looks like we see the rotation down bottom again. Looking for
look at the ultimate on Raji. That's going to be an easy kill.
Very nice.
So finally, after a long time, we see the mid lane. It was looking pretty balanced for a while, but with the help of Amson, you know, Zephyr gets a slight edge in that middle lane, but a lot of pressure is being put on the bottom lane.
Yeah, and I mean, these supports have been rotating a lot, and they haven't really been getting levels. I'd be surprised if they're anywhere near level 6 just yet.
I think the Lina is only level 3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely more experience coming into the mid-game. I mean, they definitely come online a lot more in mid-game, too. Oh, I mean, when they're level 6.
They get their big nukes. Okay, there's going to be a Ravage. They really are pressing hard for this kill, but the supports are just too slow. He doesn't even have to use time-lapse.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, he Sakuchi'd at the perfect time, though. It was, like, really nice timing on the Sakuchi, so even though they stunned him, they couldn't see him. So really nicely done.
Yeah, that's true. And even looking at the last hits now, Zephyr are starting to pull ahead with 50 for the Windrunner, 48 for the opposing Tidehunter, then 47, 46, 43. Pretty darn even across the board, if you ask me.
Yeah, only Slock is actually kind of struggling, I feel. Like, he's actually kind of having a hard time here. Down at 26.
Yeah,
he's kind of the one they really need to rely on in the late game, especially.
There's a lot of range on this Windrunner and the Bane. Oh, bottom lane.
Bit of harass.
Can we get a solo kill on Bonhua? That's the question here. Anchor Smash to help him out, but there's the Swarm. And even Corey using his bottle. It's like a little bit more for the Sakuchi. It should just be enough. And there it is. Time lapse as well. So Sakuchi out of there. Corey with the nice moves. Getting himself a solo kill.
Yeah, very impressive. Really nicely done. Great time lapse. TP in way too late.
There's the ultimate on Musica, but it's I guess interrupted for the time being. The Ogre is dead, but can they get Bambo? There's Nightmare on the Lina. In comes the Blitz as well, and that's a lot of burst damage coming in. Raji now trying to escape. The rest of his teammates fall, and he will fall too.
Wow.
And just like that, that's 4 members dead over the course of a minute.
Huge swing into Zephyr's favor. Some great ganks going on. So much damage from that Timbersaw. He's having fun. Look at him.
He's like not smiling.
Yeah.
He's doing that to spite you, Moonglade.
Oh, I think so. And yeah, 9-4 now. So Zephyr definitely taking the lead here. And we have Windrunner up top, pushing that tower. Might even get it down.
Yeah, from the early laning phase, it seems like Zephyr has They won all of their lanes, not by a lot, I would say, except for maybe top, but that is probably the most important lane if you're offensive tri-laner to win.
Yeah.
Bambo gets the last hit. Oh, Carl jumping on the Eos, and he uses Nightmare, but he will not survive that encounter. Now the rest of MVP are coming through. Is there an ultimate? Oh, wow.
Bambo.
Poor staff.
Damn.
Hits with a little bit of a stun, but the living armor will keep him A-OK.
Ravage must have just come online, too. They didn't use it during the fight.
Well, Ravage does have a pretty darn long cooldown.
Yeah.
It should be up by this point, though. Ogre Magi, really close to that level 6. Lena is still trying to get there. But I do love that they have this just very heavy nuke support lineup from MVP. It's really cool. Not something we see too often. Generally, teams will go for a little bit more utility, like kind of what the Bane has or what the Treant has.
Yeah. I definitely like it a lot. It's very fresh and a lot of fun to see. Very action-packed game compared to what we've seen a lot from Hot6 in the past.
Yeah, Hot6 has generally just kind of done more like standard do what wins games.
Yeah, standard kind of farm or play mid-game, late game, split push, etc. This game, very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Really cool lineup. Ooh. Oh, can they catch him? Can they catch him?
Try to catch him.
Oh. Let's moving forward. Going to slow him a little bit with the Chakram.
Bit of damage. Up top, Bambo in a bit of trouble. Gets out alive.
He's okay. Jubai will look for him, and he will find nothing. Good day, sir. You need to get out of those trees. Very offensive ward placement from Bambo or Eosin. It looks like they're waiting for this Tidehunter to kind of overstep his boundaries. Eosin will simply come in with the ultimate, and Corey will right-click him down.
Yep.
Indeed, that's what seems to be the case here.
Looking for it for sure.
Banhua may have to use his ultimate if he wants to escape, but he has to know what's going on. And there's a few pings. MVP sending their supports mid lane. Eosin as well, kind of rotating around a lot.
A lot of pings from Bambo here. Ooh, bit of harassment onto the Tidehunter. Still nothing.
Corey, and let's not forget Moonblade. Corey has been down in this bottom lane farming the entire game.
Yeah, he's essentially had free farm the whole game long. And that's exactly the kind of space that Weaver needs to really come online late game.
Yeah.
Has to do a lot of farming to really get there, but when he gets there, he's something else.
Basically, every single lane has gotten a pretty solid amount of farm. I guess the Slark is the only one. Like, even Blitz has completed his Perseverance, or not Perseverance, but the other item, the one that mixes all the orbs together. The name's escaping me for some reason.
Soul Booster?
Yeah, I guess it is Soul Booster. Yeah, I think it's Soul Booster, because Point Booster is the 1002.
Yeah.
Or the 120, 150, I think one.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's like you only build that item if you're getting Bloodstone. Like, that's the only point of getting the item.
Yeah.
Oh, middle lane there. Raji is going to get hit with the ultimate from Bane, and Blitz comes in, blows him up. There's a lot of teleports coming in to the mid lane. Blitz, though, he's just temper chaining away, and they simply can't catch up with the tanky, crazy Goblin. And now Eosin will jump on him. He's trying to TP away with the Ravages used. They want to get the kill, and Jubai will finish him off.
Wow. Very expensive kill on a support there. And at the same time, pushing bottom. They're going to get this tower, get even further ahead. Zephyr in a commanding lead here.
Oh, nice latch on the Bambo. We'll see if he can win walk away. Decides to try the TP, but there's Jubai. And 4 staff away, but it's not enough. Down goes the Wind Runner.
Nice little pick off there. These stuns doing a lot of work, especially against the Windrunner.
Yeah. I mean, they have them. MVP have a really good pick off and gank potential, so why not take advantage of it?
Yeah, and I mean, Windrunner is so squishy. Like when we get Leaner to level 6, she could definitely remove some of these heroes from the fight instantly.
Ogre Magi, he's got the ultimate, multicast, aka pure skill. I just love calling it that, by the way.
Pure skill, man.
Every time you get a random crit, I mean, that's just skill. You have to deal with it.
It's like playing Hearthstone or something.
That's right. Oh, actually, there's a really funny video of Blitz coaching Pyrion Flax and how to play Hearthstone and like build a rogue deck.
Oh, yeah?
So I was watching a little bit of that yesterday. It was pretty entertaining. Their personalities like complement each other in a lot of ways. Because Blitz is just like trolling, and Pyrion is like this guy that's like, how do I Hearthstone? Should I get this card? It looks pretty good. And Blitz is like, no, this is a terrible card. At mid lane, Ravage is down, but in comes Carl using the ultimate already, trying to take down Purge. There's a very nice overgrowth on 3. Blitz is taking a lot of damage, but he may be able to take out Rodri. Indeed, he does. With the help of Eos, and they get the tier 1 tower, and they're going to go on Musica as well. Corey and Blitz cleaning up shop from the look of things. They even get Tidehunter on the back end. That's a 3-for-1 plus a tower.
Wow.
Zephyr
doing work.
They're doing work. They're definitely getting back into this, man.
That Bloodstone is up.
They were looking a little weak over the past few games, but they're showing that
they're showing their confidence, I think. I think that they surely came into this feeling like there's no way we can lose their tier 2, right? Like, no way.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah, considering how their season has went for sure.
They get another tower, this time a tier 2 at the mid behind that attack, and oof.
Mech's still not up for the Troll Warlord either. Carrying those items for a while now. You got a Blink Dagger on Slug too. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Actually, I was talking to some friends about this, and they said that pretty much all the pro gamers agree that Blink Dagger is one of the best items to get on Slark.
I guess it really helps you.
You always get your pounce, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's either that or Shadow Blade for positioning. I know that if QO plays Slark mid, he'll go Shadow Blade into I have Scotty, but most players nowadays will simply go for that Blink Dagger.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a lot more utility. I like that for sure.
Oh, there's the Zephyr Griffin Courier. That's actually the first time I think I've seen it in game.
You don't have it?
No, I don't.
Why not?
It's expensive.
I thought you were a fan, man.
I am a fan, but I want one for free.
Yeah, I wonder if you could get one. Maybe you should ask them after the game if they win.
Yeah, if they win, I'll be like, hey guys, where's my free Zephyr Courier?
Yeah, I want one too, actually.
Oh, well, Mech's finally completed on the Troll.
That'll help out a lot in these team fights. And we see Smoke looking for something mid, but nowhere to be seen is Zephyr.
Indeed.
Rotating through their own jungle.
Carl has a double damage rune. It won't last for much longer, but if they can find someone really quickly, it will be a big boon. They go mid.
Bamboo rotating mid.
Oh, looks like that latch onto Blitz, and now he's going to get hit with a multitude of stuns. He gets force-staffed away, but still ending the kill streak. 683 gold goes the Raji.
Wow. I'm surprised we didn't see a blink pounce there onto Bamboo, but not risking it.
Weaver's picked up his Lincoln Sphere already. So that's really nice to have.
Yeah.
That's a really early Lincoln Sphere.
Under 20 minutes. I mean, when you get that free farm bottom for that long, it's going to happen, I guess.
Blitz as well, really ahead in items. He already has a hood behind that Bloodstone.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that gold lead. Up to 10,000 already.
Well, it's, you know, MVP, they're stopping the bleeding. They've done a good job at a few picks here and there. The Troll, though, he's 1-4 with the mech. That's... I want to see a damage item or two onto him.
It's a long way to go, I think.
It is a long way. Well, another smoke from the supports of Zephyr heading to the top lane. Bambo may try to play the role of bait if MVP can fall for it, but they're still pretty spread out.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. They're converging around the middle lane, looking to act extremely defensive.
Yeah, MVP. Kind of gathering up here, looking for something.
Yeah, I think this may be a good opportunity for them, the 5-man. Corey's still at the bottom lane. He's not really fighting. And if they want to turn this game around, they need to pick off Bambo or Blitz a few more times. That would really make a big difference.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that we got Ravage online again already. Surely they would by now. So that team fight is looking very strong, and they really need to catch up in gold, especially. Their net worth is getting pretty behind.
Eoson's picked up a mechanism as well, so both teams have the mech. Carl, he's got picked up drums, so okay. I'm wondering what his next item will be. He could just go into something like a Sanj and Yasha. He could even pick up BKB if he feels it's needed, but Zephyr, they got... it's more physical damage, I think, than anything else.
Yeah, I don't think BKB is too necessary just yet.
For Zephyr's end, yeah, I can see the BKBs being useful.
Oh yeah, the amount of stun on that team, the amount of lockdown, like.
Yeah, that's like a lot of magic burst as well. You can just take out of the equation, and then it's just
yeah.
Troll Warlord like right-clicking you down, which is good and all, but well, I guess him and Slark, it's good, but
it's not that much. Not as much as what they would be doing without it, or with their magic.
If give them another 20 minutes, and I'll be concerned. But for now, it's still not like the biggest concern. Yeah, they can throw out a little bit of DPS, but with the BKBs, they're not going to take any huge spikes in damage that take them down quickly.
Yeah. Oh. Nothing. Sort of blinking. I'm like, wait a second. He's blinking on the creeps.
Those creeps, man. They had it coming.
Them creeps. Then we got Zephyr pushing this top tower, top tier 2. Looks like rotation, smoke rotation up top.
Yeah.
Gonna see that 5-man fight.
All right. Oh, the courier. It could get sniped. It's really close. Ooh. Can they get it? Oh, one more hit. They're gonna get it.
Oh.
The courier's dead. And I don't believe it had any items on it, but now we're going to be in a big engagement. Bambo just gets obliterated. And we'll see Raji held in place by Aosin, but he gets intruted by the stun overgrowth. And we'll see the Ravage go off at the same time. It's a bloodbath. Both teams taking heavy losses. Looks like Musica's trying to get out there. Excuse me, Banwa. And the Temper Saw gets him. Meanwhile, Aosin low on health. Can the mech save him? Yes, it can. Slark goes down. Musica's trying the TP away. Do they have an interruption? No.
They don't.
And Bane, I believe, died to...
He bled out.
Yeah, he bled out to the Ogre Magi.
Yeah, the fire.
Second ability.
The fire. I kind of forget his name, actually.
I don't remember the second ability name, actually. We don't see Ogre Magi played too much in competitive play.
No, we don't. All I know is it's the one that slows and does damage over time.
I think it is it Liquid Fire?
No, that's
Jakiro's ability.
That's Jakiro, yeah. It's something else. I forget. But yeah,
anyway,
it's been a while since the Ogre Magi. Since I've been playing Ogre Magi, especially. I used to just play it all the time when I'd be laddering and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun playing with my friends, and I get to level 6 and just go around nuking people.
The last time I saw Ogre Magi is when EG picked it up in the summit, but other than that, it's just a pretty rare occurrence. But he is a fun hero to play, in all honesty, especially if you get a little bit of farm on him.
Oh, he's fun to watch, especially if that multicast goes down.
I don't think we've actually seen any multicast, or
not yet.
The camera hasn't shown them yet.
Yeah, the camera's been a little off in some of these fights. So we haven't had too much of a view. It might have happened up top, actually.
I think he just doesn't want to focus on the Ogre too much.
We did see the Bamboo kind of disappear pretty quickly in that fight. That's something multicast would do.
I think the Laguna Blade just kind of finished him off. Well, looks like top tower, the tier 2 does fall. Zephyr getting themselves a kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, there's a... Oh, Carl, can he get finished off? He's so low on health, uses his ultimate to stay alive. Ogre Magi, no skill there. Doesn't get the multi.
Doesn't get the multi. Could have killed if he did.
Oh, Carl, he cancels his TP at the same time.
Oh, looking for something here.
Ultimate from Aosin. Silence as well. Onto Jubai. That's buying him a lot of time. Overgrowth as well. But doesn't really accomplish too much, unfortunately. Now, Zephyr, they need to just hightail it out of here. Nightmare on the Troll. Blitz, throwing out a little bit of Charkram as well. Carl has made his way back in, taking a lot of damage. Nice moves from Blitz, and oh my gosh, will he end up dying? The Orchid, no, he uses his wand. Barely stays alive. It's turning into a big 5-on-5 battle. Jubei, the first one to fall. Raji could be next. Stun on Bambo. Ultimate from the Tidehunter. There's Ravage. Can they get Bambo? Yes, indeed they can. But still, it's a 3-for-1 trade. Bambo goes down. He even buys back. They're looking to push.
Yeah, I think it's a great move. I mean, 3-for-1 like that, buy back, push the tier 2s. Definitely in Zephyr's favor, 20-13.
Zephyr will have the Roshan advantage, actually, if they get this tier 2 tower picked off, because they have closer access via the mid-tier 1 tower to Roshan.
Yeah, that's very true, actually.
An MVP.
And it looks like they're going to push top. They're going to do for the tier 3. And I mean, they got 10 seconds left before Tidehunter's back.
I suppose they're going to get a glyph out of it at the minimum.
Forces that out.
That's
BKB
nice.
on the Weaver now.
Smart choice. I did expect the BKB to come out.
Yeah, and they're getting a tier 3 tower here.
Yeah, they should get the tower. Are they going to actually push this?
Wow, they're going to stick around.
They're going for it.
Whoa,
Raji has to be really careful. He's taking a lot of damage. Gets blown up by Blitz. And Ravage is down for this fight. Bambo low on health. The Megas used to keep him up. I believe as well as Awan. Keeping people in place. There's a nice overgrowth. They'll get Musica. On the back end, everybody from MVP, they're running away. Going back to the well. Buyback on the Ogre Magi. He wants to come back on this fight. 70 seconds left on Ravage. They don't have that. And Carl solo on health. He goes down.
Oh, my goodness.
Meanwhile, Blitz, he is just so darn tanky. He's getting really close. Oh, Eosin trying to burst down Musica, holding him in place. And Blitz will finish the job. That's a dieback on the Ogre. They'll get the tier 3 barracks at the bottom lane. Zephyr, they're looking good.
Oh, Zephyr looking so good. Taunting the well here. They're in complete control of this game. They made it look so easy.
A hard on Blitz. They are sending a message to MVP this game.
Wow, this is very impressive play. Just in complete control. The Weaver got enough farm. Everyone kind of won their lanes, and they're just winning these team fights very one-sidedly. It was an interesting lineup, interesting picks from MVP, but I mean, we did see like they're just not that durable in fights. I mean, they have burst damage, but if they don't find like the picks, they don't find the ganks early on, then I mean like Bane and Trian are just going to do so much better in the mid to late game, keeping heroes up.
Fiend's Grip has been so useful throughout these fights. Same with the Overgrowth, being used pretty effectively at most points. And the rest of the spells are low cooldown from the heroes of Zephyr, while MVP, they don't have a lot of team fight behind Ravage. That's their issue here.
Wow, 20,000 advantage here in gold, 15,000 in experience.
It's getting out of hand, Moonblade.
It's getting way out of hand. And they're lining up to do another tier 3 tower here, and I think they can get away with it.
It's looking like it. They're actually doing a bit of split pushing with Corey at the top and the rest of Zephyr in the mid lane. There'll be a blink in from Carl. He uses his ultimate. They're trying to burst down Bambo, but oh, there's your Ravage. This could be a big turnaround. They get the Windrunner, and Eosin could be next. Overgrowth keeping him in place. He nightmares himself, and the Laguna Blade will finish him off. But in comes Corey. He's in the house with the BKB Sakuching on Jabai. He'll TP out of there safely, though. They do get the Troll Warlord. 2 are dead on Zephyr's end, but now everybody on MVP, they're starting to run away. Banhua, he dodges the swarm, but still, and a very, very, very well-timed blink.
A lot of juking.
Still, though, MVP, they're not in the best of positions.
Yeah, I mean, they killed... Yeah, they've killed the supports, essentially, but the carries are still there.
There we go. There's your multi-cast, but it didn't really do too much.
They might actually have to get out of here now.
Blitz has a heart, let's not forget that, and he can just Timber Chain away. Who cares about the lead?
It looks like they're just going to fight it. Whatever, 2v5.
Solo in health, he goes down. And there's another jump in on Corey, gets hit with some stuns. And the Weaver will finally fall. Blitz is the only one alive on Zephyr, at least for the next few seconds. And as much as he wants to stay, he needs to get out of there.
Maybe a little too long there. I mean, 2v4.
He's 14-1 this game.
Wow.
20 charges on his Bloodstone. He will revive almost instantly.
This is insane. Absolutely insane. Definitely one of his best heroes by far, I think.
Yeah, Timbersaw is certainly a Blitz hero. He loves that hero mid lane, and he's a good hero. You win a lot of matchups with it. And against anyone that's melee as well, it's pretty much invincible. Oh, Carl is going to jump in on Bambo. Once again, the Windrunner very low on health, and Nightmare buying a bit of time. Tree Armor as well, and he gets Force-Staffed out of there. Now there's the Pipe, buying some time, and Overgrowth blocking 3 members in the place. Blitz stunned up, but he doesn't really care. There's the Fiend's Grip onto the Troll. They get him. Nice. What a shackle on both of the supports. They're going to get bursted down. Ogre Magi is trying to heal up, but Blitz, in he comes with the Timber Chain, and now that's 3 dead on MVP. Zephyr have everybody alive. Banhua being chased away, and MVP, they're on their last limbs. They'll lose the Tidehunter. Carl's the only one alive, and this is certainly a second set of barracks that will fall to Zephyr.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. So much power here. I mean, Blitz is doing so much work. And the only one that's really kind of been dying more than anyone else in Zephyr is Bambo just constantly getting DPS down by the nukes, which is the one thing that they have going for them. But I mean,
yeah, that hero is kind of weak, I suppose, to nuke spell damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one hero that like is going to always get DPS down instantly, sort of thing.
20,000 gold, 15,000 experience lead on Zephyr's end. They've all but won this game. It's just the last set of barracks at this point, unless they want to just go straight for the throne.
They could do either at this point, I think. I mean, they're in such a lead. I think it's more up to MVP of when they're going to GG out.
They're going to go Roshan. They just want to lock this one up. Just 100% make sure that there's nothing that can be done. Holy crap, look at how cool Bambo looks when he's using his ultimate. I think that was during Wind Run as well, but still looking really cool.
Yep, with living armor as well. Very sexy.
I love that Windrunner's being picked a lot more nowadays. Arteezy kind of started the trend a little bit there. Of course, other people have done it, but he's one to popularize it.
Yeah. Shiva's on Blitz now.
Why not, man? He has a pipe, a heart, blood, 24's charge as a bloodstone.
So well fed.
I get Boots of Travel and like one more luxury item, like either a Blink Dagger or like a Dagon if you want to go that route.
Dagon 5 would do nicely, I think.
A Veil of Discord. You can do anything at this point, basically.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you're 17-1, like, you can do whatever you want.
And it's like that old TI song, you can have whatever you like. But yeah, Zephyr looking very dominant in match number 1 in this best of 3 against MVP. 30-17. Oh. Bambo, he gets hit with a lot of nukes.
So much nukes. Story of Bambo's game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Constantly getting nuked, but I mean...
He had a really good early and mid game, though. It's just later on, MVP had the actual nuke potential that simply...
Oh yeah, like remember they get to level 6, like the potential to just kill him in an instant is there.
All right, Blitz at the forefront. He just really doesn't give a hoot. He's so tanky.
Oh yeah.
Like 35 armor.
Look at that regen.
Pipe. Yeah, 40 regeneration without plus. That's ridiculous. Yeah, he's gonna go on Raji again. He'll get the kill. Nice combination from all of his abilities. And now chasing everybody on MVP. Back in the well, there's an overgrowth. Do we have Tidehunter's ultimate? Ogre Magi is down. Jubai falls next. Silence onto the Tide. He'll be hit with the Fiend script. And it's just formalities at this point.
He's just gonna tank it.
There we go. That's the GG. Blitz diving into the well, and Zephyr. Haven't seen them look like that in a while.
Very one-sided mid to late game. I mean, early on they were trading blue for blue, but I mean, when Zephyr's heroes came online mid-game, they essentially won every lane. Not by like an amazing amount, but they were generally winning every lane. And quite a devastating loss to MVP.
Yeah, you can tell that's going to hit their confidence a little bit, but if they kind of go back to the drawing board, look at their picks and bans, and try to do something they're a little bit more comfortable with, maybe they can do something else.